to Story Time to Go, and today we are in Burlington at this beautiful mural which is called Root to Rise and features some beautiful folklorico dancers. The story I have for you today is called Only a Trenza Away, a tale of trust and strength. Xiomara knew Papa would be home soon. She scrubbed and dunked and dried herself as quickly as she could when she heard the front door close. Trenza time, she gasped, tying her bathrobe tight. She raced to her room to wiggle into her pajamas. Then she grabbed her trenza box where she kept her special treasures tucked away. Papa snatched her up as she tumbled onto his lap, giddy with glee. How about a quick trip to the jungle before bed, he asked. As Papa delicately brushed and parted Xiomara's hair, she closed her eyes and felt her imagination come to life. She marveled as her home transformed into a spectacular tropical paradise. Papa began twisting and tightening her hair as they set off exploring the verdant maze, swinging hand in hand on twisted vines and tangled snakes. With Papa by her side, she could be brave. The next night, as the stars began to twinkle, the front door shut, and Chia plopped onto her Papa's lap with her trenza treasures ready in hand. Tonight, I thought we could stop by the park for some jump rope. As Papa gently tugged and wove Xiomara's hair, she squeezed her eyes tight and landed on a whimsical playground. She waited eagerly to catch the beat as the double Dutch rope snapped on the ground, ready to dive in. With Papa by her side, she could be patient. Night after night, Xiomara would scramble excitedly onto her Papa's lap and settle in as he lovingly held her dark, shimmering pelo between his fingers, flipping knuckle over knuckle and tucking her long strands into a tidy trenza. And away they would go on a wondrous adventure each time. To the circus, to the moon, to the water slide. With Papa by her side, she could be focused and curious and ambitious. One evening after her bath, Xiomara didn't hear the front door close. Mama came and rubbed her back as she explained that Papa called and was working late. He wouldn't be home in time to help with her trenzas. I wish I could help, Mama said. She kissed Xiomara's forehead and tucked her into bed. But Xiomara tossed and turned, missing her trenza time and missing her dad. The next day, without her nightly trenzas, Xiomara's hair was crumpled, tangled, and poking out every which way. She felt crumbled and tangled inside, too. She didn't know how she would ever face the new challenges on her own, like entering a new school this year. She felt lost and out of place without Papa there to guide her on her adventure. She didn't like feeling alone. When the thunk of the front door closing carried across the house, Chia darted into her Papa's arms, pushed her trenza treasure box into his belly, and let the tears gush from her eyes. I can't get my brush through my hair. I can't do it. I'm too little to do it by myself, she sobbed. Papa tenderly lifted her onto his lap, wrapped his arms around her, and opened the box. As he softly began to smooth her hair, he whispered into her ear, I was only a trenza away. When I was a boy in Guatemala, my sisters taught me to braid because, as you know, it's hard to braid your own hair. The trenzas protected their hair and kept it strong and healthy as it grew. As they got older, they learned to care for it themselves and didn't need my help anymore. Someday, you won't need my help anymore either. There will be adventures that you'll get to go on all by yourself, like going to your new school. You'll need to be brave, patient, focused, curious, and ambitious. And while you might be on your own, you'll never be alone, mija. Papa finished brushing her hair and carefully parted it into 3 sections. This section will remind you of the people who love you deeply. This one is for the many people who will need your love. And this will help you remember to love yourself exactly as you are now and who you hope to be. Your hair is stronger, woven into a braid with love. Your braids will protect your hair and your heart. Xiomara took a deep breath and let her eyelids close as Papa began the familiar rhythm of twisting and tugging and tightening. As her living room vanished, she imagined herself alone at the foot of a large, looming building. Nervous, she shuffled her feet and looked down. As she did, she noticed her trenza held up by a gust of wind, wiggling in front of her, pointing her forward. A wide grin spread across her face as she beamed with confidence. Papa and so many others were here by her side, and she knew she could be mighty. Sleepy from her solo adventure, Xiomara let out a big yawn as Papa carried her to bed that night. She snuggled into her pillow and ran her thumb up and down the curves and crevices of her silky trenza. As she drifted off, she remembered all the love and support she carried with her as she set off on her own adventures, only a trenza away. And that is the end of our story today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you get a chance to come and visit this beautiful mural on the corner of Fairhaven and Anacortes Street in Burlington. See you next time. Bye.